To apply for PMP certification, you must meet both project management experience and project management education requirements, as stipulated by Project Management Institute. Thereafter, you will need to create your profile on pmi.org. To begin your PMP online applications, click on the Certifications main menu and you will see the list of all PMI credentials. To begin, click on Apply for PMP Credential to start your PMP application. First, you need to add your address information. You can add more than one address, but at least one address is required for application. If you have defined more than one address, please also select the preferred address, since certificate will be sent to your preferred address once you pass the exam. I will add work and home address during the application. Therefore, I click on the Add Home Address button and Work Address button. Since I have submitted my email during creation of my profile, it is already seen as configured and preferred email in the section. However, you can add new email addresses and change your preferred email address whenever you want. Preferred email address is important because notifications and updates about your application will be communicated to you through the preferred email address. You need to also add phone number. Click on Add Phone Number button. Fill in the details of your phone number as appropriate. After defining phone number, Save button is pressed. And as you see, preferred phone number is also updated in contact information of your application. In order to proceed, press Save and Continue button. Attain Education. In Attain Education part, highest level of education attained at the application needs to be defined. Note that here, there's a yes-no question first. If you have graduated from a PMI GAC accredited university, you need to select Yes button. And then, you will select your university from the list of universities. If you are not sure whether your university is PMI GAC accredited, you can first select Yes, and then check whether your university exists in the list that will appear after you have selected Yes. If your university is on the list, you can proceed to education from there. Since my university is not in the PMI GAC accredited university, I will answer no to that question and proceed to my application. Attain Education part is crucial in your application because the rest of the application and requirements that we need to be satisfied are determined based on the highest education level. After you have filled the details of the university attended, click Save and Continue. After you have filled your Attain Education and click Save and Continue, the system will take you to a page where you can review the PM experience and education requirements for PMP certification. After review this, click Save and Continue. Next is the eligibility worksheet, where you will document project management experience and project management education. Since I have defined my highest education level as first or master's degree, 36 months and 4,500 hours of project management experience will be required for my PM experience. I need to add my specific project experiences to satisfy my PM experience. To enter these experiences, PM experience link is clicked. Experience page appears. Here, Add button is pressed to add project experiences. Fill in the specific name of the project in the project title field. Start and end date of the first project experience are filled in with role and industry information. After you have filled the specific project information, click Save and Continue button. Details of the organizations you had project experience are submitted. After you have filled in the company or organization details that you had project experience, click Save and Continue button. A contact person from the organization who can give details of the firm that you had your project experience you submitted is provided. After you have filled in contact information from the company or organization who can report your experience, click on Save and Continue button. In this part, you need to fill how many hours you spent in each phase of your project management experience. While filling your experience hours, you can assume that 1 month of experience approximately equals to 160 hours of work, especially if you spent 8 hours a day and 5 days a week on a project. After you have filled hours spent for each phase, click on Save and Continue button. Here, you need to type project goals and your roles and responsibility in the project management experience you submitted. Your answer must be between 300 and 550 characters, and you can see the character count on the left side of the text box while you are writing. After you have filled in the box, click on Save and Continue. As you see, the project management experience I have entered accounts for just 12 months, and I still need 24 months of project experience in order to be eligible for PMP. Therefore, I need to enter another project management experience. To do this, I click on Add button again and go through the same process again as you did for the first project. In addition to PM experience, 35 contact hours of project management education must be submitted. To enter the PM Education link is clicked on the eligibility page. Add Education page appears. Details of the project management education you enrolled are provided in this part. Note that here, two fields might be confusing: hours and qualifying hour fields. Hours is the total time you spend on the course, and qualifying hours is the qualified hours which can be counted for 35 hours of project management education. For instance, if a course includes operation management, the time spent on the operation management counts for total time you spent for the course, but cannot be qualified hours for PM education. Therefore, PMI requires 35 qualifying hours from a project management. This project management education I answered has 35 qualifying hours and also satisfy the project management education requirement for PMP application. But you might have enrolled in several courses, and if these courses qualify hours also satisfy the project management education requirement of PMI, then you can add several qualifications in this part as well until the 35 hours of project management education requirement is satisfied. After project management experience and education requirements are satisfied, optional information are required by PMP application form. You may skip these questions or prefer to answer based on your wish. Name that will appear on the certificate is defined here. Application form puts automatically your first and last names you defined during creating your profile. If you want different names to be displayed on your certificate, or if you have additional names, these needs to be defined here in the certificate section. After you have defined the name that will appear in the certificate, a confirmation will be requested. Then agreement form of PMI is displayed for you to read and agree before applying. Click on I agree tick box and then Save and Continue button. A final approval is required to submit your application, and finally, PMP application form is being submitted. A notification email is immediately sent to your preferred address. Online applications are reviewed by PMI in 5 calendar days. You will be receiving notifications to your preferred email address about the application process. If you log on to your account in pmi.org, you will be seeing your up-to-date status of certifications and educations. Now we have submitted your PMP application, and we have to wait for PMI to review our application. Once they review, they will be sending us a notification mail whether our application is okay and therefore approved. or your application is turned down for some reasons that will be communicated to you.